Hello guys, welcome to Code Studio. In this session, we will discuss how to create a Numpy array objects, that is ND array objects from existing data. In this session, we will see few more methods like as array, filter, and arrange, which are similar and other than the array method, okay, which can be used to create a ND array objects. And also we'll see how to access these array values, okay, using a method called ndeiter. So let us go to Jupyter Notebook and see how to use these methods. So this is my Jupyter Notebook. Let me open the Python cell. To create a ND array objects, first of all, we have to import the library called Numpy. So let me import. Okay. Now here is the first method that is called as array. Okay. This method is similar as array method what we have used in the previous sessions to create a ND array object. Okay. But the difference is like it will have some different parameters. And basically this as array method is used to create a ND array object, okay, for the Python sequences like the list, tuple, list of tuples or tuples of list. Okay, so let us see how to create a ND array object using this method. Let's suppose I wanted to create a ND array object for a list variable. Okay, so how can I? So let me create a list. Okay, now if I wanted to create a ND array object for given list, so here is the command np as array x. Okay, let us see. Okay, so my array object got created. I mean, this is my ND array object. Okay, now if you wanted to create an ND array object for a tuple variable, okay, then let us see how to write a code for that. So I'll copy the same. Okay, instead of the list, I'll use the tuple. Okay, this is my tuple variable. Let us see. Okay, for tuple also we are able to create a ND object using as array method. Now we'll see how to create an ND array object for list of tuples. Okay, so I'll create a list of tuples. So this is my first tuple. Now I'll use another tuple. Okay, so this is my list of tuples. Now let me create an ND array object for that. Yeah, it's been created now. So using as array method, we can create ND array objects for a Python sequences. Okay, now let us see the next method. Okay, that is called from iter. Okay, so basically this method is used to create a ND array objects for iterable data. Okay, object. Okay, so first so let us see how to create ND array objects for iterable objects. So let me create a first of all the iterable objects. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll create a one range variable. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll create a iterable object for this using iter method. Okay, so let me see. So my iter object got created. Now based on this iter object, I will try to create an NDR object for this. Okay, so what I had to do, use now let me create is equals to np dot from iter. So let me create a the NDR object for this. So np dot from iterator. Okay, and use this variable, and you have to pass the data type as well. Okay, so I'll use int and see what is the value of a now. Okay, so now I have created the NDR objects for this iterator. Okay, now the next method is a range method. Okay, this is similar as range. Okay, so which is used to create NDR objects for given range. So let me see. Okay, okay, now let me give some other values. Okay, so Arange is the another method to create a ND array objects for a given range. We'll see one more example on arange. Now I'll give the step size of 2. Okay, see this. Okay, now the new method is line space. Okay, so it is also similar as arange, but instead of step size, it returns the evenly spaced values or numbers over the specified intervals. Okay, so let us see how to use this. Np dot line space. Now give the intervals. Okay, these are the number of splits it has to. See this. Okay, so these values are evenly splitted by 2.5 values. If you wanted to see the even value, okay, so like in this case the 2.5, so you have to use another argument called red step. Okay, is equals to true, then you will see that value as well. So let us see. Red step is equals to true x. You see. Now similarly, if you change the interval values, okay, it will get changed. Okay, so till now we discussed like how to create a ND array objects based on existing data, right? Now we will see how to access these array values, okay, from this ND array objects. So for that we have a method called nditer. Okay, using that method we can access the array values. So let us see how to use that method. So let me create a ND array object. So I have created one ND array object. Okay, now I'll use an nditer method to iterate these values and access. So I'll use a for loop. It's np dot nd iter. Okay, now I'll print this a value. Okay, using nd iter method we can access the ND array object values. So that's all for today's session, guys. I hope you understand these methods. If you like our video, please click on like button and subscribe our channel. Thank you so much.